Okay, that one's dancing. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
And a dead straight look here. Very little break, just has to get it on line.
That one just gonna sneak on by. And that is safely in for his par, as he'll stay at 3 under for the round. Oof. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was set out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
He's hoping here to at least get this to tap in range, but it is for birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So that was much easier than it could have been. Just a tap in for par after a terrific putt prior to that. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release, in good shape. Sitting in the catbird seat right now after 2 perfect golf shots. Now this for an eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. So he'll tidy up there for his par, and his score will hold tight at 5 under. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will be a 31 on the front side, 5 under par. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got just a hair under 100 yards to the front, 116 to the hole, pin sitting on the left half of the green. Right at it with the sand wedge, coming in just over the pin.
What a way to start the back nine. That is a tremendous iron shot.
Okay, that nothing more than a tap, and that's how this round has gone. Just a sensational display so far. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Oh, what a good shot that is. Home and two on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank? Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, mission accomplished there. 2 putts, and a birdie at the par 5.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Boy, nothing seems to faze this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. Nah, got that up too high and it didn't want to come back. Six under on the day. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Frank, how hard is the up and down from this spot?
Rich, the numbers don't lie. The best players in the world barely get it up and down 50% of the time from here. So that's the odds. Don't think they're stacked in your favour.
Boy, nothing seems to faze this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. That's up in the wind, maybe drifting a little left. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second. From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire, sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. How does that not go in? Good putt there. All things considered, bogey, not the worst result. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Safely out of the bunker, but still a little bit of work left. I think you'd like to see that a little closer. Nope. Four under on the day. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. that is probably not what you have in mind when you stand over that putt from the short grass. I think you're hoping for a little more than that. Ah, beautifully done right there. That's how you keep good rounds going. A terrific putt to save par. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will finish off a very solid round, 5 under 67. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Wisconsin Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. His cushion is a full 4 shots as he gets set to tee off. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting here at the par 5 fifth hole. And that will do just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. He has a 12-footer here. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Frank, how do you like this par 4 6th hole? A little more than 400 yards.
Really, you try not to overthink this one. Just find some fairway down there around the 280, 300-yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front 9, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
This could be a good one.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's got it to 14 under par. Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left-to-right shot.
Okay, safely aboard. We turn to Notabegay III for this look at birdie.
And you have to be very careful with the downhill part of this putt. It doesn't have a lot of break, but it will gather some speed.
This from about 10 feet. Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And fortunately, the lead's still a comfortable one at a full 4 shots. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan and dunes and bunkers on the right. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on?
Well, somehow you're going to have to thread a long iron in between those bunkers right and Lake Michigan.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle to this 9th hole as we close out the front side. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. From the fairway, Iona, this his 2nd.
And it is a tough par 4 to finish this front 9. Being in this section of the fairway has opened up the green nicely, but beware of 7 Mile Creek that snakes its way down the right-hand side.
Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke.
So, he's actually human. A fairway miss. That one goes into the rough. I wonder what's going to happen next. It's tough to take an extra club out of that lie, Rich, because it's always in the back of your mind. If you hit it properly, it's going to email the green.
Gave that one everything he had. I mean, really gouged it, and still, it was short.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Well read. That's in for a bogey 5. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. It forces you to hit driver off this tee.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Frank, this is a huge par 5. How reachable is it?
Well, probably chances of getting home there, you're going to need something around the 340-yard mark off the tee. If you've done that, well, one thing to be aware of is that huge bunker, that huge deep bunker short left of this green. In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. Now the 12th, short little par 3.
Yeah, just a short iron in hand. You'd like to think it's a birdie opportunity. One of the biggest problems here, though, was putting. This green, anything other than flat.
There, that is kick-in range, a beautiful tee shot. So nearly a hole-in-one, but this, the next best thing. Tap-in birdie here at the par 3. Arriving here at the 402-yard par 4 13th. It's called Cliffhanger with good reason. The green hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Best to favor the left side of the fairway if possible. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now note his second from the fairway.
Coming at it from 116, the pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
He's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And with it, the lead is back down to 1. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
And some trouble here for our leader. That is into the bunker off the tee. So this is a second now, trying to get this out cleanly.
We talk so much about that dreaded long bunker shot, and that was played beautifully. I would take that any day of the week.
This for birdie now at 14.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. A long one coming up here for birdie. That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. and he'll remain at minus 12. Onward now to the shortest par 5 at Whistling Straits, the 16th at 568 yards. It's reachable into, but there are plenty of dunes and bunkers that can steal your glory.
What a great driving exhibition, just pounding that driver down the fairway. I want to see more of this.
Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. Will certainly help the cause. The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, Dan, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. It'll hold tight at minus 13. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Oh, that is very well done. That was not a short bunker shot, but it is inside a foot. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a 54-hole lead and looking for that first PGA Tour win. Frank, dial it back a few years. PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the season opening event, the Wisconsin Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play.
Opening tee shot doesn't quite find the fairway, but that's the first cut.
This is quite a development here. Is it shocking? Not necessarily, because this golfer has always had a lot of talent, but it is the first ever professional start. Korn Ferry Tour, highly competitive. So with that, let's bring in Nota Begay III. And Nota, what's your sense of what we're watching, this professional debut, and it could be a debut victory?
Yeah, maybe a little bit shocking, but certainly unexpected and to a certain degree unconventional. Young players typically don't come out very quick and have a ton of success early in the professional career. You usually have to pay your dues, but in this particular case, they're doing everything that's required to post the scores and put themselves right in the thick of things.
No. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and the lead will remain 1. Frank, how about the par 5, 597-yard second hole?
They give you a chance here. If you can get a long drive down the left side, it starts to open up. But even a drive that finds the fairway down the right side, you might think it's okay, but chances are you can have a blind second shot.
The missed fairway at 1 didn't hurt him, but this, a much better tee shot as he is safely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better. Down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in 2.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. A 4-footer here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second, and that'll put him at 1 under for his round and 14 under for the tournament. Well, here we are at the 188-yard par 3 third, and we'll say this a lot. This is vintage Pete Dye. It's all about the visual intimidation. You start to look around, you become terrified because there's Lake Michigan on the left, deep bunkers and dunes on the left, so obviously you want to favor that right side of that enormous green. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Ever so slightly right to left. I'm not sure you can give the hole away here.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Back here at Whistling Straits, we're on the fourth tee. It's a par 4, and it's a good one, Frank. 494 yards.
Very intimidating to the eye there. It sort of makes you hit it down the left side, but that's where you've got to be careful, because if you hit it down the left, it's going to kick further left and cause a lot of problems.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And the fourth here at Whistling Straits is challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway, and that's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
An outside look here for birdie. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 14 under. Ready to tee off here at the 5th. It is a 603-yard snaking par 5.
Yeah, really, there's no way you can carry that water on the right side. 340 yards finds the fairway on that line, so that's not really worth it. Ideally, just hit it down the left side. Take your medicine.
has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He moves to 15 under. Set to go now at the 6th. It's a pretty short par 4.
Yeah, slight dogleg to the right, but you can play it straight away. There's a series of bunkers down that left side, and then they really choke the fairway at about 320 yards.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
108 yards left. Wind definitely hurting in his face. That's a sand wedge, and it's right at it.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay at 15 under. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just trying to get it in there close. Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. This one have enough going on for you. 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on this shot?
Well, somehow you've got to thread a long iron in between the bunkers on the left and the bunkers on the right onto a very, very narrow green.
Here we go. What a nice shot. Right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th to 16 under par. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 9th. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Now note his second from the fairway.
He's got 141 to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle. Gap wedge just a touch offline. It's going to miss left.
Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4 10th. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. got to think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And the lead's going to stay at 3. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off. A good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits, plus some more.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that one finished off for a par. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of the screen and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. On to the 13th, and this par 4, Frank, they lovingly call cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a spot down the left side. Even where the rough isn't really such a bad line. Keep it down there, let everything kick to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here. Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nope. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he's going to remain at minus 16. Now the par 4, 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver, but it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
14 feet to the hole. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and he'll remain right where he is. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again, left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Good clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And if he can close this out, it'd be a third victory on the year. 16th here at Whistling Straits is the shortest par 5 on the golf course. Also one of the most exciting holes on the golf course. We saw that at the Ryder Cup. It was a pivotal hole. Recall on Saturday, Jordan Spieth making eagle here after his partner, Justin Thomas, hit that sensational approach shot. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5.
Little too casual with the second shot out of the fairway bunker on the par 5. That had to find the fairway. Instead, this hole's just getting a little more difficult.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear-view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. Here we are at the 249-yard 17. What a hole. One of the most intimidating Pete Dye par 3 anywhere in the world. Most players will play it safe to the right side of the green because the left, it has that 20-foot drop down to the sand dunes and Lake Michigan beyond. That's going to be on the putting surface, and the birdie looks straight ahead. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this is the sort of putt that's got to be hit with the perfect amount of pace. It's uphill all the way, and it's got a little bit of movement in it as well.
talk about electrifying this crowd. How about that one? A bomb for birdie at 17. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Yeah, a lot of right to left movement in this first 2/3 of the way, and then it'll start to straighten out in the end.
Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that's going to make this a final round, 66. Well, Frank, I guess we can say, hello world. It is a Sunday to remember our featured player, a champion for the very first time.
Let the celebrations ring in, that's for sure, and let the career fully ignite and start and go stratospheric.
So that should just about do it. For all of us at EA Sports, thanks for spending some time with us on the road to the Masters.